This whole house.
This whole house.
It's been 5 years.
Has it been 5 years?
It's been 5 years.
That's actually so crazy.
It's just short.
Huh.
October.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Didn't feel like that long, though.
No.
It wasn't, like, uncomfortable.
No, we've done a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To it, with it, in it, around it, added on to it.
That's true.
Roofs and sheds and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the shed helped.
Shed was huge.
The...
Don't think we would have survived without it.
Yeah. What's the thing called on the outside that keeps us dry?
The roof?
The roof. The outside roof. And the couch out there.
The couch outside.
That was, like, critical.
Actual extra. Real fridge.
Yeah. And 2 deep freezes.
2 deep freezers. I feel like that's just more our style of living than it is necessary.
Yeah,
but
true.
It did help.
Yeah.
2 dogs.
Yeah, and a cat.
And a cat.
I think without having all this stuff on the outside, we couldn't have made it happen here. We also have storage on the property here.
Yes.
And you have your trailer with all your tools for work.
Extra.
And I have my greenhouse with all the farm stuff. So.
Plus the sea can.
Yeah. It's not just this house. There's a lot of stuff.
As we're finding out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I think that's just more our way of living.
Yeah. But like, I feel like a lot of people are similar to us too. Like, we don't have
big stuff.
Like, we actually just have like necessary things.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we could have really pared down much.
No.
Really.
No. I feel like had we been staying longer, getting rid of the heater, AC thing.
Yep. Doing like a split.
It's like 4 square feet we could have gained back.
Yeah, which is big. It's like our shoe space.
Yeah.
It's like drawing down the dog space.
Yeah.
Entry space.
This is great.
Mm-hmm.
But it's work.
Yeah.
And you just can't always be here.
That's true.
To make it hot.
Yeah. If it's not going, within about 4 hours it gets cold.
More romantic than it is functional.
But it's functional.
It's super functional.
As long as we're here.
Yes.
It gets cooking.
Oh, it does. But when we're both gone for a whole day and then come back and everything's frozen.
That's it. Yeah, it's not comfy.
Which, again, I would do the plumbing differently.
Mm.
The pipes freeze every year.
Yep. That sucks.
But that was my fault.
But I mean,
it freezes where it comes in.
Yeah.
Which is not good. And then when it stays cold, then the ones underneath freeze.
Yeah.
So that would change.
So if you're building your own house, mini house, tiny house.
Whatever this is.
It's not a house. There's airflow underneath the house.
Yeah.
Which doesn't happen for houses.
No.
And that gets cold under
Shouldn't
there.
happen for houses.
Yeah, if it does, it's not good. But for us, it's pretty normal. So
yeah.
Yeah, you just have to think about that in a different way.
Yeah.
Because like we're still on wheels technically. So.
2.
Yeah. 2 wheels on one side.
Still the other 2. Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, yeah, it functions as a house, but it isn't a house.
I do love the fireplace.
Yeah.
I would do it again. Hot water.
Mm-hmm.
On demand, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Unlimited hot water is definitely
that's huge.
Awesome.
But you said you'd get the next one up. Yeah.
Just because this one particularly doesn't have the best control.
Right.
Kind of gotta fiddle with it and set it.
And I find in the summertime the water's too hot and the wintertime it's too cold. So it's based off of like relative water temperature.
You can take the time and adjust it to the season, but it's still a pain in the ass.
Because the other one would have like more actual temperature settings, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas this is just like a dial. Like hot,
cold. And again, plumbing wise, I would plumb a bigger line to it because the faucet only works full blast hot.
Right.
Because it doesn't get enough water through it to trigger it.
Right.
With the smaller pipe.
Right. Because, yeah, when you have it on, like, warm setting in between, like, hot, cold.
This just turns off.
Shuts off. So you need it hot.
Yeah. Stove was great.
Mm-hmm. Gas.
It's little, but it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We also have a giant smoker outside. Another one of those
Which
big items.
Used way more than the oven does, so yeah.
Well, it's summertime, right?
Wintertime, summertime, doesn't matter. But yeah, the gas stove is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The toilet as a whole.
Oh my gosh, I don't even. How do you even start with that? It's a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Composting. I liked it better.
Mm-hmm.
With the diverter.
Mm-hmm. It's huge.
Which, yeah, before that was unbearable.
That'd be a lot.
Composting, yeah.
Less option to do that outside as well.
With the diverter, but yeah, even the diverter was a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Clog up.
Yeah, because you just get like little sawdust bits from the composty part, and then it goes down the line, and then where it dips in the line, you just start getting a buildup of sawdust, and then all of a sudden the pee doesn't go down. Like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
How do we get it to go down?
Uh-oh.
It's full of pee.
Chopsticks.
Oh no.
New tubes and whatever.
Oh boy. Yeah, but I mean.
But I liked it better than this one.
Yeah. This is like a trailer.
Yeah.
Style. Where it's like not on the floor. There's like the two parts. There's the bottom chamber where all the waste goes, and the top's got the water. You got a little.
Flushes like a normal toilet. It's like a.
Yeah.
Functionality wise, when you're using it, it's great.
But it fills up within like days.
And one person pretty much using it, it's like 3-4 days.
That's crazy. And it stinks.
It sucks to empty.
Not only is it really heavy,
it
is the grossest smell you've ever smelled in your entire freaking life. And you have to do it every like 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you need a toilet to do that.
Or a black water disposal station, whatever they do for RVs, I don't know. But
yeah. So if you're not like beside someone with a house who has a toilet that can let you dump it, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Every 4 days.
Real toilet. Yeah. I would like a proper composting toilet, I think. Mm-hmm. Or
incinerator.
Incinerating if you had the power to do so.
What do you do with the pee though? Does it still divert?
I think so. Don't honestly know.
I feel like
pricey though.
Yeah. No, but really though, like it's just it is surprising how much it piles up.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
So to reduce the waste and to be able to be off grid more, like say if you can't dig a hole or something like that, or don't have a toilet, like you need to be able to have it be nature friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So
toilet was tough. I will not miss that.
No. That's gonna be one of those weird things that you forget. Like you just flush a toilet and then that's it all the time. That's it, ever all you do.
It's so weird.
You might clean it every once in a while, but it's just it's easy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think my biggest time I've ever noticed the size of the house is in the shower. So I was just thinking, like, you know, sometimes I don't want to get my hair wet. So kind of like
it's tiny.
Weird little space, or
you
know, like which direction do you face?
3 feet by 2 feet, whatever it is, but
yeah.
The arched shower curtain helps. At least it's not hitting the shoulders. But
hello.
Yeah. For one, it's crampy. For two, it is very crampy.
It's just like it's not. Yeah, it's okay. Like you're kind of fine, but I think like going into a normal size shower, I can't believe how much space there is. Like it's still super functional and it's fine. Like you never really. It's not uncomfortable, but it's just the difference in when you go to someone else's house or have a regular shower. You're just like, where is this soap and
so much space, do activities,
flip my arms and It's incredible.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a weird contrast moment.
I do like the shower. I like the
Yeah, me too.
overheady bit.
And we've got the option for the little hand guy too.
Wand, yeah, but it is small. The whole bathroom is tiny.
Yeah, well, it's a tiny house.
We made it work.
I mean, I've used it as a bathtub too.
Yeah,
How many times have I sat in that stupid little tub and literally, like, my knees are sticking out, I can't lean back, like, it's just ridiculous, but it's nice.
Yeah.
It works.
Kind of.
Kind of. I mean, I wouldn't just have, like, a regular flat shower. I would definitely do, like, the little tub thing, because sometimes we even use it for, like, cleaning big pots and stuff, like, if we ever really need to.
True.
So.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You don't have a wash tub, so it's multi-functional.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
does help.
Very small.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. Given the space, it worked.
And I mean, too, like, this tiny house has been on family property now for, like, what, 4 years? And so we do have the water. Gray water running into the ground. Like, we have set it up. Like, we dug the pipe down.
With a, weeping system.
Yeah, so it's attached to that. Yeah. It's the best grass in the yard.
It's beautiful. It's road to summer. It's the only spot that grows.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not just, like, flooding outside. It's actually going somewhere. And so it's, this is kind of like a more temporary or permanent setup of a tiny house kind of thing.
Mostly.
Yeah.
If we had, like, actual septic, that would be
number one.
Yeah. And then also, having, I don't know how you would do it, but having your water that comes into the house insulated and the ability not to freeze.
Yeah, because it's literally like,
like a
that
pipe.
distance. It's
like 16 inches that it's coming out of the ground, and it goes under the ground of the house, but
it's just that little
even
gap.
with the heat wrap on it, it still freezes every year.
It's just so cold.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's not that cold. It's like minus 10, but
like
still.
Vancouver. Yeah, we've had some really cold winters the last couple winters. Like, abnormally cold. Like, minus 15 for a couple days in a row kind of thing.
20 a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, and it's that wet cold, it's real cold. Gets you in the bones.
Definitely.
But so, like, truthfully, that time was cold.
Yes. The tank didn't always work. So we have, like, a backup water tank.
Yeah.
It's like
what happened?
100 liters or 50 gallons. I can't remember how big it is, but...
Was it the pump? Or the pipe on the floor froze? Is that why it wasn't working?
Well, yeah, if it was cold for long enough, the pump would freeze under the bed, because under the bed wasn't insulated enough.
Right. It's just a little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would give us a couple days, at least, to survive, but...
Yeah.
It really sucked when it didn't work.
Yeah.
Water jugs.
Yeah.
And boiling water.
Yeah. Because, you just can't do dishes. You can't have a shower. You can, get drinking water from...
Can't make coffee.
Yeah.
It's definitely...
Like, we'd get those little, like, camping containers with a little spigot in the front.
5 liter, yeah.
Yeah. Fill it up at the grocery store. Or just at the house.
Just leave it on the counter, but...
Yeah.
Counter space is also
Just a little.
hot commodity.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to cook something, you gotta wash most things before you can continue.
Yeah, and just like big appliances. Like, we got a nice coffee maker, and it stays there. And then...
Everything else, I mean, the fruit bowl's all there, but...
Yeah.
Everything else kind of comes and goes.
I feel like, the cupboard space is good, though, because, like, we were able to put most stuff away.
Yeah, other than, like I said, the fruit stuff was out, but other than that, everything else, like, having that kind of pantry cabinet above.
Tall guy.
Helped a lot. And then having the small fridge in here, but, again, having the big fridge outside made... I mean, we did it with just the one.
Yeah, because what do you do with your beers?
Yeah.
It doesn't fit in
that tiny little fridge.
No.
And then you had 2 dogs and their food and everything on top of that. And then having the under the bed totes for extra food and storage.
Like dry pantry stuff. Yeah.
Cans and extra coffee and...
Yeah. And we just have them in the Rubbermaid bins. So you could just like slide the whole thing forward, put the whole thing back, instead of like having just a bunch of loose stuff under the bed.
Sounds a lot easier than what it actually was.
Yeah.
Getting under there was a bit of a chore, but...
Especially now.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that far.
Yeah.
Reach it. Yeah, it's always like a headlamp moment.
Totally.
We should have put a little light under there. A little.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, having
they're a lot.
access from the outside too is helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time. But
yeah.
it also made it drafty, which in the winter was...
Right.
I slept great. Because it was always like cold in there, but...
So fresh.
Fresh is a good word for it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Insulating under the bed would have been definitely
more.
beneficial.
So we just like shoved a bunch of blankets around the outside of the mattress just to keep the draft out from the sides. Yeah.
I mean, it's got an inch of styrofoam around the entire thing, plus spray foam in the walls, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah. It gets hotter and colder than a regular house because it's just smaller, and then without the heat to have
just keeping like a constant base.
Like it just fluctuates so much. Like on a hot day it can roast. It's just hard to get the heat out of the house after a really hot day.
Having the loft window open and a fan just constantly going to keep air moving. But
the cat loved it. Always.
And then it turned into like just storage disaster.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to go up there that much.
No.
It's basically a cat loft.
Cat loft / storage.
Yeah.
And I mean the storage above the bathroom is definitely helpful. I mean, it's Christmas.
Yeah, so basically storage is key.
Storage is key, yeah. Up here was definitely
camping stuff for a long time.
And random art supplies and
fun stuff.
Vacuum.
Oh yeah.
Little vacuum is definitely key.
Yeah. Or just don't have dogs.
But yeah. Even still, like
have dogs.
Yeah. The rain. Anytime it rains, like we have a covered area outside, but the dog paws and just coming in with your wet boots and the floor is instantly a disaster.
Yeah.
Towels drying all the time just because everything is soaked.
Yeah.
Like having the space outside covered at least was huge.
Yeah, and then you could dry them outside too before they come in.
Yeah.
So you can kind of lessen that mess, but
it doesn't help that she knows how to open the door and blast in at a whim. Dirt paws and...
Oh, she's clever.
Yeah.
I guess like it just kind of makes me think of being in a tiny house can be extreme in all ways because like the space is smaller so it can get hotter and colder. If it's dirty or messy, it feels like you can't escape it. If it's clean, it takes minutes to clean it. So but it also takes minutes to like make it a disaster zone. So it's like
things pile up on the counter super quick and the floor is only 100 and whatever square feet, 140 square feet, but
so you basically it is more of like a constant in the way that like you do always have to do your dishes, you do always have to keep things clean, tidy, you have to make sure the temperature is regulated. So it's not so passive as living in like a regular house because a lot of things are just controlled or set up. So sometimes it can feel like more work for sure, just because it's not just right there.
Yeah.
Or you have to like get on something tall to like get that thing from up there to then use it. Or
also the stairs were a terrible design. Great as a bookshelf.
Well, it just could have been like deeper, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely. You have to have something to get up onto there to then go up.
Mm-hmm.
I intended that kind of little spot to be like a desk.
Mm-hmm.
Never got used as a desk.
No.
Just
Yeah.
storage.
It's okay though. But it was
like
really important storage.
But, I mean, like I said, didn't really use the loft part all that much. Just nieces and nephews and the odd drunk friend.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, no, I think definitely having that space is really nice.
Yeah.
Because, then you have the ability to host.
Totally.
And then...
Totally.
Yeah.
And then, again, we just packed it with stuff that we then later moved out, but to have that space to be able to do that was helpful. It's a decent size. I mean, again, it got crowded and it's too crowded now.
Yeah, we'll definitely be crowded soon.
Given, having a child.
That's really the biggest reason why we're leaving it.
Yeah.
Because where do you change a baby and do the dishes at the same time? Yeah, the bath thing.
I think, not having laundry. It really felt small. Like, the kitchen was wide enough that you could kind of both be in and doing stuff and not bumping into each other and stuff, so that was helpful.
The doggies just standing in the middle of the way.
Dogs in the way, that definitely made things.
Excuse me.
It doesn't matter how big the kitchen is, though, they're going to be right there.
Yeah, but I mean, also we're outside a lot. Like all day, if I'm home doing stuff, I'm constantly in and out of the house.
Yeah.
So that's a really nice thing too, because like I'll eat lunch outside, or the dogs will be playing, and I'll play with them, and they'll come back inside. And
having the outside space, like we use that all summer.
Lot. Yeah.
Dinners and stuff like that. But yeah.
So I like that a lot, because I find in a house it's too easy to just be inside, and then making the break to like go outside and do something can sometimes feel like a big deal. But here it's nothing. Like the door is always open all day.
All summer long.
Like it's not closed. It's just popping in and out. Dogs are coming in and out, checking things out. And
I don't love the vinyl floors, but they did. I mean, that's obviously a door issue where it kind of rubbed, but.
No, that was when the house flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
We went away.
The water line blew off on the water filter.
Oh, because it was frozen.
Yeah. It wasn't underneath there. It was the water line on the water filter that... I don't even know if it froze.
That's right. It literally just popped off.
Because I think it froze and lost pressure, and then when it thawed out and the pressure came back on, it just stressed that.
That's right. Yeah. Floor swole a little bit and
made it. The door rubbed more spot on the floor.
But surprisingly, that was really it.
Yeah.
That was the only damage. Yeah. I mean, also like building the house, you work in an industry where you were able to like save a lot of parts and use it for this.
And recycle a lot of stuff, and all the framing stuff was given to me. And then, getting discounts and stuff like that, and doing everything myself definitely made it. Only cost $23,000 to build.
Yeah, but your labor.
Not including my time, but still, it's pretty cheap for a house that we lived in solid for 5 years.
That's crazy. And I mean, we do pay rent, but how often do you get like a house? Like your own house.
Your own space, yeah. Totally. Definitely.
And you get to keep it at the end of the day. You can move it or sell it. Whatever. Rent it out.
I definitely have no regrets on doing it. It was a fun experience.
I can't believe it's coming to an end. It's so weird.
Very weird.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It feels like just chaos right now, so you don't really think about it all too much. But next week will feel very different.
Yeah, I think I'm really going to miss it like a lot, because it's just, like just that in and out, being outside all the time. Like, it's a really nice feeling. I feel like we're more in tune with the seasons as well, because we're outside so much. It's been really good. Oh, also that made me think too, like the way you did the roof. When it rains in here.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't rain in here, but when it rains, you can hear it in here.
Yeah, with the metal roof.
Yeah.
The skylight. It definitely.
Yeah.
I'll miss that the most, I think.
The sound of the rain.
Stormy nights.
Yeah. Because it's like you're camping. Like you really feel like you're camping.
More or less been camping for many years.
Very
comfortably.
Yes.
But yeah, I definitely will miss that a lot.
It's basically like a cool tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal roof with rain and the fire going. It was.
Oh man, it's the best.
Projector going in the bedroom and cuddle up in the
Yeah.
Very cozy. Very cozy. A pain in the ass to get in and out of.
Yeah.
The bed. I mean, space wise, it obviously made sense, but for two people getting in and out of it sucks.
It's hard. Yeah. Someone's always climbing over someone else.
Yeah.
And you can't really ever decide who the right person is to be climbing.
I mean,
I'd get up more often in the night now, so I'm on the outside.
But come 5:30 in the morning when my alarm goes off,
I got my feet stepped on.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
There's usually a dog in there. You can see her. You can't see where my legs are, so that's how it is.
But I mean, there was no real way to.
Yeah, you can't really just build the tiny house in like 6 months. Like, if you're planning on doing it, it's not just like that easy. Like it's a house.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of planning.
There's just a lot of
things to think about.
Going through it.
And I think also when you were building it too, like I wasn't there for that, but I think didn't you lay stuff out on the actual trailer deck to kind of see like the space and the movement, like if you put this here,
built the floor
how much
first,
space is there, and
then just Sharpie marker, whatever.
This is where the stove
where this cabinet's gonna go, where the kitchen cabinet's gonna go, and how far out that little kind of peninsula thing comes out. And I think I shrunk it back a little bit just because it felt too close to the door opening, and then I almost made the doors too small.
How?
Width-wise, like I
I
was like, I'm gonna make it smaller so that when it's open, it doesn't intrude into the space too much. But I was gonna make it 24 inches, but I wound up making it 26 or 28.
We would have never gotten this couch.
Or you would never get. A lot of I think that stove is 24 inches, and then after you add the weather stripping and the door and all that kind of stuff, like.
Oh my goodness.
It would have been a pain in the ass.
Big box of groceries? No, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Huh.
This couch, definitely not.
No, that was a struggle. But yeah. I think, just to have that, like, tangible space, though, to, like, walk around and kind of, like, see it in real life.
Yeah.
Probably was a huge...
Oh, definitely.
Huge deal.
Yeah. I think you even shrunk that fridge cabinet down because I was like, trying to get just enough that you could fit a coat hanger in there.
I was going to say,
and close the doors.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah. And then the fridge that I found worked.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to make it... Yeah. I wanted that space to be open so that you could have two people in the kitchen and not feel like you're stepping on each other.
Yeah. And it does. It works fine.
Yeah.
Yep. I like to leave cabinet doors open sometimes. So... hasn't been an issue, which is crazy.
Crazy.
Can you believe it?
Crazy.
Says the guy following me around closing cabinet doors. Oh man. But yeah, like I said, it's easy to clean though, so you start doing stuff and then it's like, 2 minutes later it's fine again.
Yeah.
So, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's living in a tiny house for you.
It ain't always pretty. It ain't always easy, that's for sure.
But it's great.
It is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do it again, but I'd do some stuff different. Construction-wise, for sure, but layout-wise, I'd definitely go probably a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Just so you could turn the bed and have access to either side.
Yeah.
And then do a full-size tub.
Yeah, this is also roadworthy though, so you can't go too far out width-wise or up.
Maxed out height-wise. But yeah, given that I didn't know where I was going to put it, I was just building it.
Yeah.
Junkyard.
Let's see what happens.
See what happens.
Turns out it worked.
Pretty good.
Yeah, no doubt.
Huh.
I guess also, just as like one last note, we lived in here during COVID too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was probably one of the best things because we had outside.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I mean, yeah, we're fortunate enough to have 2.5 acres to
be on.
Do stuff.
Mm-hmm. So
outside of the house, but yeah, I couldn't imagine locked down in here if you didn't have an outside space.
And there it is. Life in a tiny house.
Thanks, little tiny house.
Yeah, it's been good.
Next
adventures, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
You're so weird.
Oh, great.